if you're using in this way awareness, it's dynamical, it's become practical.
It was very absurd. I was 8 years old.
Your energy.
Certain different functions, different levels in ourselves.
I'm founder of this Lilleoru place. It starts from me 25 years ago, something like that. And what is core of that place here? It's learning, which one based on teachings, of course, right? We learn everything what we can do here. Like humans, we need to know things about our life, about those things what we doing in our life, how to do those things to receive some good results, right? It's connected to the personal life, social life, I don't know, gardening, relations, and whatever, right? And I think you will agree with me if I say most important thing in all those things what I'm just described, or basically in whole life, is you. Not others, but you. Are you agree with me? You are center of everything. How it looks for you, right? Why? Because if you are curious about something, it's your curiosity, right? Then you're going, for example, you're coming to the gym conference to learn more about other things, but interested about those things are always you. I'm right? Yeah, you can say, yes, you are right, or you can say, no, we don't believe it, it's crap, right? Right? I need a little bit your feedback, right? So, and if you look in your life, for example, you are always central here, in the middle of it. It's your life, it's your sufferings, your joy, and whatever things, right? Is it like that? Yes. That is reason why here in that place everything is directed to the individual, right? It means everything what you need in your life or what you don't like in your life actually starts from you, not from others. So that's the reason why all those teachings here are based on individual, to develop individual understanding, view, awareness of things and changings which I'm following if a person learns something new, for example, right? So I am explaining some things. They are very basic things. Basic things means they are connected to you. Each of you who are, which one, or those people who are here and others who are, which one are not here today. In normal way, people think others, they are others. They can be, I don't know, humans, they can be animals, they can be nature, it can be society, it can be politicians, it can be social structure, it can be tax government, it can be energy producers, rain, for the, whatever, right? They influencing to you. That's you. And they making for you different problems or joy, for example. Is it like that? Yes. Yes. This is actually first lie. Why it's lie? Look, if they influencing to you, you have reactions. Do you have reactions? Who have reactions? Raise your hand. Thank you. It's actually 100%, right? What it means, I think you agree with me, reactions happens only inside you. I'm agree? You agree with me? That is your reactions. Can those people give you those reactions, or those reactions already sitting on your system? They are already inside, right? So what they doing? They actually activating your reactions what you already have. That is the reason why that is first lie. They don't make those things for you. You already have those things. They just making reaction, nothing more. If you remember, for example, some persons which one making troubles for you, just remember them, please. So, they are here, right? Your reactions are here. Can you remember some persons which are good for you? It means they activating some good things for you, what you already have inside, right? Inside your system. It's good things, green things, blue things. Do you have those good reactions? Or there are all those reactions what you like. And all bad reactions is those which you don't like, right? So, first lie is they do it. They never do it. It happens because you have installed problems already. Is it logical? 100%. It means don't look others. They are not guilty, or guilty, how I say, right? They are not they are not those who making you happy, right? So, it means they are not important today. In psychology, you know, they're talking about triggers. Triggers, right? Everything what is around or out of you can trigger whatever reactions what you already have. It can be nature, for example, some sound, some smell, some taste, or some touch, right? Or something what do you see. All those things can make any reactions. Okay? That is reason why here in Lilleoru we working only with this unit. I can say here we are learning what we already have and how we can be free of it. For example, what it means. Do you understand already what I mean if I say free of those things? Yeah? It means if something disturbing you, that's actually a problem of that person or that phenomena. It's your inner problem. And if you know how to release it, it means, releasing means you, that problem is actually permanently, how I say, taken away, or you don't have it anymore. It means you, without that reaction, never reacting anymore. It means you become more equal to the surrounding things. Is it okay? Do you understand it? Yeah? So that's like one important part. No one can actually harm you from outside. No one, nothing, because everything you have already here. Of course, some physical injurings, right? For example, some tree can fall to you and injure you, or you can make car accident, for example, or you cutting your finger with knife. Of course, that's different story, right? So that's one important thing. Second important thing, that is you, again, you have a mind. I'm making it, a drawing here. Do you have ability to remember? Can you remember something? Can you imagine something? Can you do that? Yes. Easily, right? What it means? It means here, normally it happens in your head area, you can remember or imagine something from what you're imagining or remembering is coming. What is the source, do you know? It's memory. It's memory. Yeah, nothing more. It's memory. So, if you, I think you know already, using memory and you remember some things, you have some picture here. Do you have it? Can you remember something from yesterday? Yeah, from your childhood? Some important things in your life? Of course you can do it. Everyone can do that. Can you imagine some good things in the future? Pictures? Some bad things in future? Can you do that, right? You can do that, basically. Right? Everyone can do that. If you don't like, don't do, but whatever. It means, what it means, it's very important to understand. Those pictures here, what you are creating, they are actually, in very normal way, become, by the way, similar to the others. It means, if you remember something, your system, which one have already pre-installed reactions, reacting in some same way. Like to the real things what happens physically around you. It means, if you remember something or imagine something, your inner system reacting in same way, and for that system looks, it's real. Do you understand it? And you have reactions, which one making you, or making your reactions like to the reality. In same way, actually. Actually, it's equal. That's the reason why I can say they are equal. That's the reason why you can remember something or imagine something and start to feel those things. To suffer or for joy, for example. Today science knows very well, they always they're talking about brains, right? Because they don't have some different views, right? Brains, they can measure brains, they can touch brains, you know, and it's, for modern science it's very important to touch, to see and to measure things, right? And they say our brain can't divide reality and that reality, which one coming from memory. It means for you, it looks one, same. It happens with you too? Raise your hand if it happens. Right, it always happens. You can check it, right? Now or later, or you're using it in every day and it really works in this way. It's very normal, right? It means, actually, you can activate some good or bad things even if you are alone. Right, it's very common for you, right? Yeah, very common. It means you can activate those things for a short time, but you can activate them in the chronic way, right? Then you have sufferings, for example, all the time, right? So I think eco-village persons are very positive, actually, or that try to be positive, right? What it means? What is positivity? Positivity means don't give any triggers which one can activate negativities. That's like positive thinking, positive working, positive emotions and whatever normally people using, right? In same way, everyone knows, don't remember bad things, don't imagine bad things, because reactions happens in same way, right? If you're looking like very, very critically to those things, it's of course good, but that view to the positivity can't prevent activating of negativities. It's not possible, right? And I think all of you know that things. If I remember to you, for example, if you're releasing negative reactions, for example, from your life, you can't react negatively. It means, for example, if you do you have some negativities in your life? Negative thoughts and emotions. Who have those? Raise your hand. Right. Choose one of them, which one, I don't know, maybe worst for you. Just remember it. And look to the past. How much time, how often you are used it in the past? And which one results was created by that emotion, actually? You see big influence, right? It's really huge one. Now, look to the future. If you still have that reaction, you continue with those things, right? And those things, or doings which are done in the past, they just waiting you in the future, right? You can't avoid them, because I think you all are already try to avoid them, right? So, go back to that starting point, look to the past again with those habits, those emotions, bad emotions, and then look to the future, but without that emotion, without that negative habit. What do you see there? What do you see there? Actually, it's interesting, right? You see, and something is wrong there. What is wrong there? It's nothing is in bad way wrong, but you can't properly say what you see there. You see something what is, you can't describe it, right? Because those things what you're using today, that bad habit, actually can, how say in English, you can predict it, right? What happened in the future. But if you don't have that, what it means? You are out of influencing of that phenomena, and you have much more freedom. Is it important for you, that freedom? Of course it's important. But that's only one example. But if you're looking at your reactions, you have reactions to anything or everything. For everything. It's even it's measured, you know, it's 95% you have reactions in your life. 95 isn't too much. It means all your life is already like written or wrote to the future. And if you learn how to release those reactions, that 95% become more smaller, and your abilities, your possibilities in the future become more wider and not predicted. I have a yogic background, Siddhanta teachings background. And releasing of those reactions is actually a cleaning process. The cleaning process, of course, makes life better, but that's a cleaning process of karma, right? That's reason why people who are releasing those reactions become more open with more possibilities. Otherwise, they are, put it to the very, very tight borders, right? So, that is like basic things, right? Of course, I'm just adding a little bit more information here. For example, if you have you have some chronic emotions, right? What they are doing. You know, today I've been in April in very, very huge conference of psychologists in Bergen in Norway, and there was six key speakers, right? Each of them established their own school, like, right? And very, very known persons around the world, and that name of that conference was Emotion Revolution. What it was important, why it was important? You know, today, I think you know that all psychologists and all our knowledge about humans based on thinking process. It's cognitive process, right? It means if something is wrong in your life, you must think about it, you must think in the right way to make some decisions, and like this one, right? Actually, it doesn't work. Does not work. And in that conference, why it was so important, they said first time, all of them, main problem of humankind is emotions, not thinking. And I am 100% agree with them. They show many cases in their life, and they said it actually wasn't so nice what they shown for audience, right? Because some psychological problems for those people was very deep. It influenced to the physical body patients so much, you know, they can't walk, they can't talk. They was like tensed like this one, you know, it wasn't so nice. And those key speakers said, emotions destroying physical body and life. They destroys it. It's very important to understand it. Because if we're looking, we will see everything actually based on emotions in our life. That the things, what you like, what you don't like, all things, what you can find from shops, from entertainments, everywhere, those things are based on emotions, right? I can talk a little bit later more directly about those things. So, people are driven by emotions. It's 100% sure about that. Are you? Sometimes people just don't know that, oh, I have emotion. They just screaming, they just fighting, they just loving, and they don't know why. Why? What is that main reason, right? So, it's important to know what actually happens inside you, right? Because you are driven by those things. In Kriya Yoga, we have a different view to the humans, who we are and what we have. And it's known like 5-body system. 5-body means actually like 5 different phenomena, 5 different things what we have. Modern science say you are a biological living being, you are one unit, your emotions are created by your nerve system, by chemistry, your thinking process are created by brain. About awareness, they are not sure. about consciousness, right? And they don't know nothing about true self. But yogic science is very old, right? It's thousands and thousands years old. All those things are known already. So let me show to you what you have already, right? Let's look more close those 5 bodies. Are you agree? So, first is physical body. Do you have it? Yes, you have it. Yeah, like this one. It's physical body. It's if you see, it's very well discovered by science, but not so much, right? They can't heal that. How is it? Flu, for example. Yeah, anyway, it takes 7 days, right? So you're using some medicine or you don't use it, right? So you have physical. That's 100% sure, right? Do you have emotions? Who have emotions? Raise your hand. Okay, thank you. Raise another hand if you have negative emotions. Yes, thank you. So, let me ask you, those emotions, are they happens inside physical body? Are you agree? They're here, right? Inside, right? Yeah. But let me ask you, are emotions physical body? Are they same? How it looks for you? How you feel? You know, that's tricky question, right? I writing down here emotions. Emotions. So, if physical body don't express emotions, but physical body expressing emotions, am I right? So, if physical body don't express emotions, are they visible? Are they visible? No, they're invisible. What it means? Physical body is visible, emotions are not visible. Can it mean if you have emotions, it can be a different dimension? Can they be phenomena which one happens in different dimension? In same place, but in different dimension. Are you so how emotions are actually activating? Do you know? For example, in the belly area, they can activate, they can rise up, they can calm down, right? Do you know what is suppressing of emotions? Do you know that? It's rising up, but you don't like express it, you must keep it here, right? Or suppress it down back, right? Do you know that? How you can do that if that is physical phenomena? If it's physical body. First important knowledge is your emotions are not physical body. Physical body can't produce any emotions. In yoga science, we know producer of our emotions are vital body, which one have absolutely different organs, chakras and nadi system. Do you know something about aura? Something like this one, yeah? That esoteric stuff. So, our emotions are created by absolutely different phenomena, vital body or chakra and nadi system. No one can see, no one doctor can look your body to search and find some chakras there or some nadis, which one producing your emotions, right? It means it's different body, it's different base, different phenomena, right? That means emotions are not produced by physical body. We have for that another construction, right? So do you have thoughts? Yes. Who have thoughts? Raise your hand. Oh, thank you. Yeah. thoughts. Can you remember something? Can you imagine something? Of course you can. All those things we call mental body, mentality, right? Our thoughts, emotions are the same. They can be connected, right? I'm thinking about those things, that emotion rising up. But that is question of this system, right? Activating system. Like this system, it's same, right? But it doesn't mean emotions are thoughts and or thoughts are emotions. Thoughts are not emotions. Are thoughts physical body? Look your experience. You know, sometimes the scientists said, of course, of course, thoughts they are produced by brain, right? But sometimes I'm making some exercise for audience, you know, to make some, how I say, experience about those things. For example, can you imagine green apple now here? Can you do that, right? Do you have it? So pull it out from your head approximately for 1 meter forward of you. Can you do that? Can you put it 1 kilometer away? Can you do that?
Yes.
That's imagination. Apple, actually, it's imagination, right? It's possible. How your brain do that? How it's possible they creating green apple and then you pull it away? It's all those things happens out of your head, right? If you're looking by your own experience. So where your thinking happens, what is that place where you're thinking? Let me precise what I mean. Thinking is something where you have two components. One is visual, right? That green apple, for example, and plus thoughts or comments. Can you imagine now green apple again, right? And look at some, maybe some worm is there, right? Can you think about with voice, inner voice, or with thought about that worm, for example? Yeah. And you see, you have two things. You have picture and you have comments. Right? It's very simple. It's always like picture and comments. Keep picture and comments, right? It's very, very hard to see only pictures without comments or keep comments without pictures. Right? So let me explain you. That picture is from what? Memory. It's memory. It's actually video information which are stored in your memory. All those things what you can remember, imagine, they are always from memory. Always. You have only one source for that. But comments, thoughts, from what they coming? From memory too, right? It's memory. It's always memory. Memory, memory, memory. It actually means you're using memory to create those things, right? So, can you think out of your head? Yes, you can. But, let's make an experiment. Please think about something specifically and be aware of it. Let's practice. And now, if you are aware of it, pull all that place where you're thinking, where it happens, out of your head, approximately 1 meter forward of you, but be concentrated. Thank you. Raise your hand who pulling it out and you heard your thought was out of your head. Raise your hand. Who? received it. Thank you, thank you. It's actually, you see, it's very unusual, right? But it shows you can do that. It means how it's connected to your brains if you can pull it out from your head. Maybe it's not important to make answer now, but it's possible, right? Let me show to you one exercise more. A lot of people thinking about that, or they have knowledge. Thinking is very bad. It's worst thing around the world, right? That's actually came from Buddhists. Buddhists said always, you know, kill your mind, kill your mind, kill your mind to become stupid. Yeah, you know, killing of mind is actually wrong by perspective of yoga knowledge, because it's very good tool, because that tool it's connected always to their memory. You can use your memory to for example, to think about something, how to do those things, to imagine those things, right? But problem of mind is that it works always, right? Because it's repeat itself, repeat. Why it's repeat itself? You see, it happens here. You activating your mind and your emotions by yourself, but you don't know that. That is that problem which one disturbing you, right? It's like how that circle, continuous circle, right? So, who likes to know how you can really stop your thinking? Raise your hand. Thank you. It's actually very simple. I teach it always. For me, it's for fun, but for you, it can be very important, right? So, for that, you need some experiment to do it, right? Please think loudly with sound, or we need sound here, inner sound. So let's try. Think by whispering. Can you do that? Thinking by whispering. Can you do that? Yes. It happens. Can you think loudly, very loudly, by screaming? Can you do that? You can't? Why?
No, I said no.
So, you can do that, but make very, very strong noise with screaming here, or I don't know, you can be angry here inside to someone and do it, for example, 10 seconds or something. In same way, just find out your voice cords become tensed. Just make it proof. Scream here, voice cords become tensed here. Just recognize it. Then if you find out you have tension here with voice cords, just relax them. They're muscles, it's very easy to relax them. And if you relax them, look what happened with your thoughts. What happened with your thoughts? Quiet. Silence. Raise your hand if you received silence. Right. It's actually 100%. It means if you wasn't so successful now, just practice, right? Everyone can understand tension of muscles and how to relax them, right? It's easiest exercise, actually, right? What it actually shows for you, it actually shows your thinking process is connected to the voice cords. Using of voice cords, why it is important for thinking if brain's making our thoughts? What do you think about it? And your experience said, if you're relaxing your voice cords, your brain stops now. They don't produce any more thoughts. And you're still alive. You are not become crazy. Nothing happened like that, right? What it means actually? It means it actually shows history of your thinking. You know, if we speak loudly, we're using actually voice cords and all that system for that, right? Children, if they learn how to talk, they start to use voice cords, right? All that system become developed. In one beautiful day, they decide by themselves, I don't talk loudly anymore because they listen me. I have secrets. And they start to make it more and more calm. They're hiding it. And then it's become very, very whispering. Which one goes inside. And that is the reason why we are thinking today. That is reason. That is ontology of our thinking. So, sometimes parents said for children, don't talk so loud. Calm down, make it more, not more, less noise, right? And it happens like in that way. It means actually your thinking is loud talking of child, right? Or child, do you understand my English? Don't understand. It means your thinking is actually, it's rudiment, yeah, do you have that word, right? From childhood. You are still talking with voice like children do that, but by inner voice. You are still there in childhood. That is reason, for example, if you're walking, you're commenting everything like children do. Are you recognized it? You're looking, oh, that's that, I'm okay. Why you must do that? Why? You see? Why? You don't know that. You don't know that. But you're doing that because you have habit to do that, right? Because children are taught by us to talk, right? And we don't know how to stop it. But scientists said thinking is most important part of us, right? That makes us Homo sapiens sapiens. Are you sure about that? If you're looking at topics about your thinking every day, every moment, it's not so wise actually, right? You can, yeah, it's out of critics, right? Sometimes, what do you thinking there? So that is process of memory. It's still working automatically. It's based on our childhood. It's nothing what is wrong or bad there, or not. It's actually bad, right? Because you're involved always to your mind. So that's mind. Of course, I have a lot of knowledge about mind, but yeah, my time is limited, right? So let's see some next things what you have. Next thing what you have is ability to discern. Do you know what it is, right? Your ability to be aware of something. I call it conscious. So, if you relaxed your muscles, you don't have any thoughts. What was left? Silence, right? What is that silence? What it is? You can say, oh, it's peaceful, it's balanced, you become citizen here and now, right? Because you don't have memories, you're not involved. But what it is, it's your consciousness. Consciousness. That is consciousness. Okay? You fix it. That is consciousness. Your consciousness is always same. That's the reason why we say it's like sky, right? Or it's like space, infinite space. It never changes. It's always constant. It's very important in your life, right? Because in your life you need some base, right? Very strong ground, right? Emotions can't give it for you, thoughts can't give it because it changes always, right? Awareness is first one. Consciousness. Awareness is actually same. Consciousness is constant. It means it's just like that is. But one part of consciousness, known awareness, that is dynamical part of consciousness. What is awareness? Do you know what is noticing? Do you know? Oh, what is there? Oh, what is there? Oh, what is here, you know? What is there? Oh, I must talk. Yeah? That is noticing. It means you really see something, you hear something, you feel something, right? And you can recognize it. How long is the process of recognition? How long? Please make your own experiments here. You can measure. How long is that process? Second.
Fraction of a second.
Okay, fraction of a second. Some more? Normally, it's, let me put it here, to the 3 seconds. It's normally. If you're interested about something, you know, looking 3 seconds, that's it. Normally it's like, oh, that's it, oh, that's it, oh, that's it, oh, that's it. What it means using of awareness is actually making direct connection between you and something. Direct connection. Do you know what is direct connection? What is not direct connection? For example, you noticing something, do you see it, right? You recognizing something for that time. What happened after that? If you're recognizing something, what is next thing what happens with you? Yes, comments. You start to comment it. Comment is here in your head. That is memory, working memory, right? How it looks for you? That thing, which one was noticed, is it same thing about what you're talking? Are they equal? Are they same?
Yes, it's coming from the same memory.
Yeah, but that thing is right. That's real one, right? It's not from memory. I'm right? For example, those horse flies here, they're real, right? They're not from memory. Biting very, very painfully, right? But if you're thinking about horse flies, is it that topic about what you're thinking, horse flies? No, it's absolutely different, right? But normally, people thinking they are equal. Thoughts about that object is same. What do you think? Which one can be real, or which one representing that real reality without distortion? First one or second one? First one. That is real one. That is reason why I always say, that connection is real. It giving for us a connection to the reality like it is, without any distortions, right? That is our real connection. Do you understand how it's so important it is to be realist? To be realist. Realist means I have my two legs very strongly on the ground, right? That connection start work for you. For example, in yogic science, it's tool number one to be a realist. In yoga, we never using ideas about something. How much ideas you have about everything? You have ideas, right? But how much you have knowledge which one happens through real connection without ideas, beyond ideas? You see how different it is, right? It's huge difference. That is reason why sometimes practical people say we are very practical, but they're not practical. They are believers. They're believing these thoughts, right? So, that is sure. That connection giving for us information from reality how it is. It's not distorted, right? And we are connected to that reality and that time, on that time. You see? Isn't too short to be connected to the reality. Yes, it's short. That is the reason why in yogic science we say people living life in illusion. That illusion is here. That is illusion, it's information which one rising up and filling up our mind. That is illusion. That is reason why it's important to learn to avoid it. Don't kill your mind, just avoid it, right? So, our consciousness have ability to be aware of something, it's awareness. The second ability is ability to discern, to see differences. And it's not connected only to the ability to see. It's same ability is connected to ability to hear, to taste, to smell, and to touch. It's same ability, not different. Then we have ability to go deeper, to penetrate some materials, go deeper, 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 to make some research, right? Then ability to understand. It's actually same line, same ability. Then ability to receive insights. For example, if you have two objects, one that, do you see? Right? And you're working on that and you don't know how they are connected to each other. They are different, right? You're using awareness in right way. And then just click, oh, Eureka, I understood, right? That is ability to receive insight. But insight, can you create insight by yourself? Do you know what is insight? Yeah. Insight is very important because insight giving for you information what you don't had before. Or that knowledge confirm it, right? It's actually everything what we have around the world, new things, they are actually through insight, right? It's very important. So, can you create insight by yourself? Who knows a secret how to do that? No one, right? Yes, that's you are right. That's the reason why in yogic science we say insight are given for us. That is universal knowledge or some small part of universal knowledge which are given for us, right? And we say source of that, who giving that, it's very kind. Because raise your hand if you had some insights in your life. Of course, all humans know that phenomenon. Even my dog sometimes receiving insights. It means it's very universal phenomena. That's the reason why we call it teacher. You understand? Highest teacher. So, then ability to receive inspiration and intuition belongs to consciousness, to the consciousness. Sometimes people say, oh, you know, that I feel my belly, I feel with my belly, you know, that future is good or bad. But actually, it's a secondary process. That first one happened in your consciousness, right? So, and last part, let me ask you, your ability to become aware of something, is it thinking? Ability to notice something, is it thinking? Is it emotion? No? Is it physical body? Can you notice, for example, green apple behind your head? Can you divide behind your head that green apple to the 4 parts? Can you do that? Of course you can do that. But you see, no one or physical body qualities can do that. You need for that some different qualities, different tools, right? So, if I'm asking you, is it consciousness thinking? No. Through consciousness you can be aware of thinking, aware of thoughts, aware of imaginations, aware of some rememberings, aware of that emotion rising now, right? Or, oh, it's so good to be here, right? Or, oh, it's cold, oh, it's hot, oh, right? Something like that. You can recognize. Noticing is everywhere same, but objects are different. It's very important to know that, right? So, who is driver of consciousness? Who is that who noticing? You can notice those things, but what is that? That one. Who is that? What is that unit here? That is true self. That is you. That real you. Real you. Actually, some yogic schools say, you know, to become self, it means, so, your personal evolution finished now. It's finished. You received highest. In Siddhanta teachings, it's just half of way, right? We become self-realized and we go back to the different realities, to the physical reality, right? It's a different way. So, this is, we say this is spiritual body. Why it's spiritual? Because it's non-materialistic. Only that part is non-materialistic. Even your awareness, your consciousness are very, very subtle matter. Thoughts is matter. Emotions is energies, matter too, right? And physical body too. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different phenomena in every moment. But how you managing them? How you using them? In which one, order? Who is driver in your life? Let me show to you. So I'm reversing that chart. True self, highest self. Then consciousness, then mindset or mentality, vitality, do you know, vital emotions are creating vitalities, even lazy is vitalities, right? Laziness. And physical. So, you have those things now, here and now. Do you have? Yeah. Sure, right. So, I'm making lines, you see, different lines. Those lines are representing time. Time, we're putting it here. Time, right? Those arrows here shows it goes further. It's not right actually, but it's your understanding, right? So, in every moment, those 5 phenomena exist here. So, say to me, for example, if you're looking your, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe, or 1 minute, and you recognize through that 5 or 1 minute things, different things, I can put some marks here, right, to show how you're using those things, how we say, through measuring of time between them. You understood me? Okay, I can say. For example, now you're thinking, right? You're thinking. After 1 second, you start to feel emotion, right? You're noticing emotion. Then you're noticing, oh, I'm hungry, lunchtime coming. Then you have, in same moment, you have thoughts about it, right? It can be like that, right? Because 5 different things, they existing now, they can work in independent way, right? They are independent. Do you understand? Right? It means you have some thoughts, and at the same time you have some emotion, and at the same time motion of your physical body. Yeah? And awareness, or you are aware of something, some of them, right? And your existence is here too. It means everything is here in that moment, right? So, and if I'm putting some things here more, right? Of course, you're thinking always between breaks, or you have some breaks there. So, consciousness, like I said, it's always here. It's one line. It's not phenomena which one become activated and you become aware of it, right? It's one line. It means, for example, if I'm connecting movement of awareness, for example, it's very hard to show it here, right? But I try to do that. It means you can be aware of that phenomena, that one, and like that one. Something like that, right? That's your process of recognition, noticing. Do you understand my chart here? For example, you understand, oh, one car was there, that 4 horseflies here, right? This pain, at that sense of physical body, then smell of that, right? And some guy is there, right? That is what I'm describing here. Do you understand? So you see, this is process of monkey mind. Yeah? Like I said, you are learned from childhood. For example, that physical process here are described by mind, by thoughts. In same moment, thoughts happens, right? Then you're thinking, then you're recognizing something. Oh, some emotions coming. Do you understand how it works in daily life, right? It's actually, if I'm dividing that line, that chart to the 2 parts, for example, here, making line here, then why I'm making it? I'm making it because all those things changes always, right? Are you agree with me? Yeah. Thoughts changes, emotion changes, surrounding changes, all those things, what you see changes, right? But that part, which one are here, it's absolutely constant. It's not changing. Do you understand? Yeah. So, where is your importance? Where? Here, right? That's your life. Do you understand why your life is very unstable? Because it changes always. All components changing here all the time. Why we don't using those levels here, which one are naturally constant, to become driver of those phenomena here? Do you understand? That is a reason why awareness, consciousness is so important. It's giving to you not only that place, that foundation, it's giving for you ability to drive those processes, which one changing by their nature all the time. That is the reason why people have sufferings. That's the reason why they have joy and then they have sufferings again. That's the reason why we have garbage everywhere. And you have ability, you with consciousness, you have ability to influence very strongly to those processes here. Like I explained it in the beginning, it's very important to become free of some bad reactions in your life. It's possible. How to do that? That is a big secret. So, I can show that secret for you. So, before I'm adding one important knowledge here. You see, we can be connected to those things. It means this is always one and infinite objects, right? Actually, we say exists only one absolute truth. One. Remember it. Exists only one subject and infinite of objects. That's absolute truth. It discovered thousands of years ago. Okay? It means if you have some another truths about whatever things, right? They are not absolute. They changing, right? Changes. But that's that one not. So, what is between you and the consciousness? What do you think? You have two very important parts. One is power of intention. Do you know what it is? Are you heard about it? And second is a power of will. They creating your consciousness. It's very, very deep anatomy of you, right? It's Itsa Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, right? If you don't know those things, you, for example, if you like to manage your awareness, manage your monkey mind, you can't manage it if you don't use your intention and personal willpower. It's not possible, right? It means you need right tools for that. And if you become aware of that system, you become able, by knowledge, influence to whatever things. For example, you can release emotions, release permanently from your life. You can release thoughts permanently from your life. You can change miracles. Kriya Yoga based on that knowledge, right? But first task is to stop that craziness what you have, to become free of it, to become more normal. That is first. In yoga we say that's cleaning process, right? I must be very careful with my words, you know. You know why? This one, right? It can influence very, very fast for you, right? And then you are forget it already what I'm told about that, right? And then you become believer of your reactions and you decide, oh, I don't like that, right? Oh, I like it, yeah. It's actually not your decision, sorry, yeah? It's teach to you, right? All emotions what you have are teach to you. Can you create some kind of emotion by yourself, what you don't know? Which one are not known by you? No, you can't do that because you don't know. Those things, what you don't know that. They don't exist for you, right? That's the reason why you know those things, because they are given for you and you're a user of them, right? So, five-body system actually is a map. It's map which one matching 100% to whatever humans around the world. It's very universal, right? And it's easy map. It's not so difficult like anatomy of humans, right? because you have all those phenomena in your daily life. Yeah? And if you learn it, you start to understand a lot of things, right? Why those things happen. Actually, all nature are constructed by this model. Everything have 5 body or 5 different phenomena system. Let me show one thing more. Mis kellel mul on see? Üheni või? That's good. I talked before about different dimensions, right? Spiritual level. You are spiritual persons, right? In Eco Village, spirit. Yeah, of course you are. But only in that unit, right? Some people say, oh, we're making some spiritual things here, and then the imaginating, la 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 la. That's no, it's not spiritual thing by that explanation. It's imagination and emotion, using of them, right? But that knowledge, they are not spiritual things. They are subtle, physical phenomena, right? And I'm traveling a lot. I see a lot of people, and I see how wrong they are about real spirituality, right? They say, bright light is ever, that's God, guys, let's take it, let's feel it, oh, my good, right? That light bright is imagination. Imagination level is here. You can see how far away it is from self. Only yourself can become connected to the God, that highest. Your thoughts, never. Emotions, never. Even consciousness can't do that. Right? It's very important to know, otherwise you are confused, right? You become believer of those things. So, this is spiritual. We say it's nothing. It's not matter, it's non-matter. From other side, we have physical. That one, body, right? Physical word here. This one. All those phenomena which are between you and physical are connectings. They are like different bridges through which one you can live here in the physical life. Do you understood? You can't work from spiritual level. You can live in the world here without those phenomena. You need. It's like, I don't know, some stargates or whatever things, right? This part is everywhere. It's actually, in Bible they say, Son of God. It means similarity. In yoga we know, then in one day Jiva start to understand, he is Shiva, right? Means it's same. Consciousness is different phenomena. Materialistic, very subtle. Are consciousness visible? Can you see consciousness? Awareness move itself? No? No one saw it? It's very subtle, right? Mindset, your thoughts, they're materialistic too, right? If you compare them to, which one is more subtlest? Consciousness or thinking, mentality? Consciousness, of course. That's the reason why you can recognize your thoughts, right? You can't recognize thoughts if you are thoughts. You must be in one unit or level higher, right? So, and vitalities, emotions, are they more subtle or grow if you compare them with mentality, mental processes? They are more tensed, more tensed. It means actually arrow, right? From non-materialistic to the materialistic, right? And in same way, it shows those phenomena belonging to the different dimensions. We are multi-dimensional creatures. It's very important to know. If you don't know that, like modern science, they're putting all to the only one unit, that physical, right? And that's it. We have holistic system, body in the body, in the body, in the body, in the body, right? So, a lot of people like to escape from life, do you know? Some of them, yeah? Why? Because they say that those persons, that government, that politicians, all that is very bad. I need to go to make better life for myself, right? The escaping, right? Are driven by mental, vital things. And whatever persons around the world are guided by those two things, right? Sure? What is important? Important is to make one line. One line means you lining your consciousness with qualities, I call qualities of consciousness intellect, lining by one line with your ability to think and the ability to use energies and to create something in the physical level. Do you understand what is lining, aligning? Now, your mental and vital and monkey mind here working by themselves. It means you are not actually driver of them, right? They're driving you. In yoga, forgive me, but we say that's wasted life. To become here means you know who you are. And you're using your tools, which are given by nature to you properly to do something in physical life. Escapism is a non-understanding. If you look in nature, you will see if you have physical body, it's given by you. Not for escaping from body, right? It means for using it to do something here. It's a great tool, actually. It's very universal. In yoga, we know only with physical body you can be free, become free. Only if you have it. You can practice those things, yogic things here. Without body, you can't do that. That is reason why we know that human shape, physical shape, is so important for us. Without that, you can't change nothing. Only with physical body you can go over karmic deeds, right? To become free. But we have a lot of humans here. Nothing unique, right? But you know, we have one saying. Do you know Ganga river is very big, right? Very huge, right? And a lot of sand is there. And we say, if you're taking one handful sand, right, from that river, that is humankind. Other sand is different, living creatures. You understood? It's example to show how unique is that physical body for us, right? So, and that aligning is very important. Actually, your vitalities, your mind and conscious, they are servants of you, not in opposite side. It's so wrong in our life, right? It's so wrong, and of course that life creates those reasons what you have today, right? And of course no one teach those things what I'm just explaining for you now, right? In society they have different ideas about that. But you see, it can work, right? Like I said, that Lilleoru place it's based on knowledge, right? And people who coming here, they learn those things, right? They don't have hope how to become better. They making themselves better because they know how to do that, right? So I need to finish it right now. So do you have some questions? Do you have horseflies too? Yeah. I'm biting already. Please.
What's the difference between intention and willpower?
Intention and willpower.
Yeah.
Intention is very short. That's it, done. Willpower is like that. That's it. In yoga, do you know some yogic exercise? It's very, very tough to do that. We call it Eka Rupa Dhyan. Eka, one, Rup, one, right, yeah. It's known like concentration. That dot, for example, black dot, right, or some part of something. Just putting your awareness to that dot and you're keeping it there. You become yogi if you can keep your awareness on that point so long time how you need it. That is quality of yogi. Then you can say I'm yogi, right? But if you look, oh, and you're thinking about it, you know, it's not like that. Means his thoughts is here, it jumps here, right? Your eyes is only there, right? And you can keep that, your awareness in one point, if your willpower are grown up. But you can grow up it only by practice, right? This is weakest tool what humans have, weakest. And you see, it's here. That is your ability. 0.5, 3 seconds. Yeah, that's your willpower. Normally people say, oh, that's willpower. Yes, let's do it, right? That's emotion. It's emotion, right? Please.
What are the practices to increase the willpower?
Only concentration. Ekrupa dhyana. Only this one. Concentration. Keep it. Keep it, keep it, keep it. It's hardest exercise. Yeah, it's a long-term exercise. Every day. But you know, exists a little bit, how I say, shorter version or a little bit easier version, right? It's, yes, it's influencing to the willpower too, but not so strongly. Do you like it, that exercise? So, it's connected to that explanation, what is here, right? I just repeat it. If you're noticing something, you start to think about that thing after 5 or 3 seconds, right? Just check it out, please. Let's practice. Find something here and just recognize, oh, I'm aware of that. Okay, it's there. And then just notice when you start to think about it, right? And just discover between noticing and thinking, you have that small gap of time, right? This one, half a second or 3 seconds. Yeah, between noticing and thinking. Okay, just wait a little bit, please. Do it, please. So I'm noticing and thinking. Noticing and thinking. It's like movement of that arrow, right? This one. Noticing, then it moves it back to the thoughts, right? That's time between that movements. Do you understand?
Naming it or...
Naming is the thinking. Naming is already thinking. Yeah, it's already thinking. So you're measuring that time, right? Now you know your ability to concentrate. It's short, right? So now do that exercise again, but prolong noticing. Make it longer. Just continue. Now you're using awareness. You become aware and keep it. Some of you start to think already. Keep it and restore it. Just notice and prolong it. Always prolong it, prolong it, prolong it. Why? It's important. If you prolong it, you start to use it properly. That is awareness what you're using, right? And you will see it's neutral. You have silence here. Because it's consciousness. Consciousness is always silence, right? Next, you will see you are not so emotional anymore. It's connected to using of awareness. Why? Because if your awareness jumping to your vital, your emotions and thinking, you're disturbing by awareness those processes. You're making them alive. Right? That's the reason why you're always excited, right? In that, right? Yeah. But now they can calm down. Which one shows the natural, normal state? Right? Normal state of emotions is calmness. And it's actually proved by mindfulness, right? But mindfulness is only watching, you know. But if you're using in this way awareness, it's dynamical, it's become practical. And of course you find out, sorry, but you are stupid. What it means. You can recognize some things, but you don't understand what are those things. Yeah? What it means? It means all your knowledge is installed in your mental. Means you like individual, even are not lived here. Means you don't know those things by yourself, right? But don't become scary about that, because you can know without thinking what are those things. For example, wait one moment, please. Restore your awareness. Yeah, notice and just continue with it, and avoid thinking. Relax muscle cords, right? If it's better. I'm just showing some things for you, and I just showed to you. You can recognize those things without thinking. It's new way to understand, right? You know, right? You know what are those things, right? Or this one. Hi. You get it? You know without thinking. Sure?
In the beginning, yeah.
Right. And that is a new way. New way. Right? It's really, you know, if you're basing your life on awareness, self, true self and awareness, it's absolutely different paradigm. It's different perception of life, different view to the life. And believe me, it's right one. Because thousands of yogis and siddhas generations are created that road for us. Yeah? To become smart, to become liberated. To do great things, right? In a kind way. Without any fights, strugglings by yourself and others, without wars, you know. It's important to know what is right and what is not right, right? It's not a matter of question, thinking, right? Or recognizing. So, do you have some question?
Yeah, the difference between recognizing, like I'm recognizing, but from my awareness, then already starts to be in the thought. You know?
That's your habit. Habit, yeah. If you're keeping awareness, you must watch it. Watch it means you are aware of your awareness, right? If you are not aware of it, it can do whatever, right? You find out, oh, I'm thought, I don't know, so long time, right? I had thoughts. You means you're losing your knowing, your awareness of awareness, right? Then it's just, it doesn't mean it goes away, because remember, the reason you have awareness, consciousness, is you are unconscious. You are not unconscious person. It's always here, your consciousness, always. You just forget it. You don't use it properly, right? Because you are interested about things. Things. Thoughts are things, emotions are things, sounds, visual, smells, tastes, whatever, they are things. Be interested about that, which one is between you and things, right? It's always here. Okay? Are you more happy now? And you don't know that, right, yet? So do you have a couple of questions?
I have a question.
Please.
Some people have a higher sensitivity, so they can, for example, sense the energy in the room or sense emotion from other people. Would you consider that as resonance of their own emotions or as awareness?
You know, some people have those supernatural powers, right? I have few too, but I don't use them, right? You know, sensitivity, for example, right? What it means? We have 5 senses, you know, seeing, hearing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. We have 5 physical senses. And we have 5 subtle indriyas too. Indriya means senses, right? It means 5 plus 5. It doesn't mean 10, right? For example, if you're looking, you see imagination, you see it somehow, right? If you hear your mother voice, for example, right? Or you have some taste of some apple, for example, something good in your mouth without apple, right? In yoga, we say that's a subtle senses, subtle. But anyway, there are 5, right? Ability to see, to hear, to smell, to taste, and to feel touch, right? 5 senses, only one awareness. Only one. Only one awareness goes through different senses. Do you understand? You can change senses here by your wish, right? Sensitive persons, they are user of our ability to touch, right? It means, sorry, sometimes somehow children become very sensitive. It happened. Others start to think. In one children, there's importance is based on emotions. It means always you need to feel, right? Are you emotional people? Yeah. Some of you are thinkers, right? One, children are choose to concentrate to the thoughts. Second, to the sensations, to the emotions. What it means? To be very sensitive, you need ability to touch. Ability to touch. It means your awareness going through that ability, right? And through time, it's become developed. It means it's become very sensitive, right? From grow emotions, strong emotions, to very, very, very subtle, right? It's a big amount, right? They're very sensitive. Actually, they have a lot of sufferings because through emotions, it's very difficult to deal with world, actually, what happens around, right? Others, for example, they are choose ability to see, and plus ability to hearing, yeah? They are thinkers, right? Because picture, you see pictures, right? If you're thinking, and if you have comments, you hear them. You are choose 2 abilities, right? Okay, you understood that one. So, if you using some energies, for example, to spread them to some persons here, is connected always to the intention. Intention, right? This is small power here, right? before power of will. But to find power of intention is very difficult, because our thoughts and our monkey mind pulling us always out of self, because we are interested about things, right? That's process monkey mind. So how we can spread energy? It's very simple, just by click. Yeah. How we can influence others? Just by click. That's it. Yogic powers, see this, read this, they are known, but we don't use them, because it's not our purpose to influence to the individual lives, because we know we're making karma through that, right? That's reason why we teach only 1 or 2 students by all the life, right? And only some, how I say, some yogis who are able, that's like this task, can teach publicly a lot of people, right? But it's rare. Do you have more questions about those things? You like to learn how to influence with others?
Well, sometimes I find it difficult to discern between my own emotions and emotions that I feel.
You can. Emotions is very simple, you know. Emotions, that's your body, that's the body of some other, right? Emotions are rising here, they are invisible, they belong to another dimension, right? They don't have borders of physical body. Physical body can't keep emotions, right? And I think, you know, by your experience, sitting and going to some room and you see something strange. Here you see one person suffer, right, or something. You can feel them, right? They're coming out. But to provide, it's very easy. Just wish to do that. Just do that. It's very simple, yeah. But in yoga knowledge, we know we must use ethics. Ethics say never influence to the another person, right? It's better way if you like to influence with your emotions, personal emotions to the another person, just find a way, some informational way to activate some emotion. Yeah, which one rising up? Or ask from self, what do you missing actually? Right? It's possible too, right? Yeah, and I know a lot of people talking about, actually about those things, the people are so spiritual today, so spiritual. They're using whatever things. They don't have any system actually. But everything what is nice, it works, they are hurt somewhere, they start to use it because it just make fun. But, if you start to play with nature, you have consequences, right? And you must pay back, right? Be careful with all those games, right? Be careful, because maybe it's fun now, but you don't know consequences, which are created by you and by second, third, and like, so, that how that butterfly, how? Effect, butterfly effect, do you know? Yeah, be careful with those things. They are not for playing. Yeah. Yeah, please. Last one.
To ask about healing and using being a healer. Is this different?
About healing. I learned healing, I don't know, 25, 30, 20 years ago, whatever, acupuncture, by hands, from distance. Yeah, I know everything, those things, I just drop it away. You know why? It's a very simple reason. You can heal that person, for example, after 2 months, or 1.5 months, or 3 months, that person coming back. Because that person is sick again, right? And I saw, It's like it wasn't business for me, but if you're looking like through perspective of business, it's very good business actually, right? They're always coming to you because you healing them, but these habits is making them sick again, right? Because you can't heal these habits, right? That's for me. It's a reason why I just drop it. And now I teach how people can become free of these habits, right? To become healthy again, right? Because habits is making us sick, nothing more, right? Yeah, please.
I can direct my awareness. What is this I?
Who is that I?
That can direct awareness to my body or to listening to you or to
Yeah.
awareness.
Who is that driver? You. Real self. That is true self. This is, yeah. You know, I'm working with that self 1 year approximately. Everyone talked about true self there, the purpose of life. You know, I'm making research, and I'm going practically. With me, nothing happened like thunder hit me and then I become self. You know, never. My dharma was a dharma of researching, right? Then, why? Because I can teach, right? I can teach you how to. I'm teaching actually those things what I am passing, right? And that takes 1 year to find the real me. And it was so stupid simple, you know. So stupid simple, you know. But it's like treasure, hide it here, right, on the top of the head. And they're used to be with it. And you never find it. Never. Because you're searching something different, something what's special, right? That's you, right? And next year, all the year, I'm practicing with students how to share that knowledge, to do it in easy and very proper way, right? It's very simple, actually. But if you're going to the India, to some swamis or whatever guys there, asking, teach me high self, they say, you're a stupid person. It's not possible. You need to live a tree life with like yogi, with hard conditions, not the Tekolvich life is not that play, right? Without food, without anything in Himalaya glacier, right? With one rope only, right? And maybe in the fourth life you find it. That's ancient style. Yeah, it's true. Today I am making it a modern style, more developed, right, style. It means, look, it's always here in the lines. I draw it for you. It's important to know who you are, right? Because in yoga we say all your problems, are only because you don't know who you are. Only one reason. Can you imagine? So, that is you. It's of course just line, right? This is your awareness to see something. It's always like that. You know, if I am making here I, ability to see, you must find that ability. It means, for example, please listen now, some sound here. For example, behind you, I just recognize by inner vision, you're looking to that direction, right? If I'm asking, please feel that sensation on the bottom of your body, right? You feel it, and in the same way, you're looking to that direction by some kind of inner seeing, right? I'm right? It's only sensation. You're looking. For example, if I am asked, please draw one line around that sensation in the bottom of your body. Can you do that? Yeah, you can do that. But if you're drawing a line, you're looking down. I'm right? You can turn your eyes up, but inner look is down. Right? Of course. That is your ability to see, inner seeing. And you're always looking out, always. Even if you're searching yourself, you're looking out. But that is stupidest thing if you're searching yourself out from self. Do you understand? Because you are here, you know. You need make one small changes here. You need finish ability to see out and change that ability to feel yourself. Do you understood? No? Do it practically, then you start to understand. Right? Switch to self-feeling. Then you find yourself finally. You find it, right? It's easy. Yeah. I'm so glad always, you know, if I'm just explaining those things and, oh, it's become self. Then I see, you see me and I see you now, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So next.